Hey everyone, how's it going? Today, I'm reviewing Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Basically, the side story for Alan Wake. It's an Xbox Live Arcade exclusive release. And I am just so baffled as to how bad they screwed this up. Oh my god. I just beat the game, played it, I played it, from start to finish, straight on. 3.5, 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours, I would say. Probably 3 hours. And this game is horrible, to say the least. I mean, the only thing that saves this game from getting a higher score are the story and a little bit of the graphics. The graphics are pretty good. Character models are not as detailed as they were in the console retail release of Alan Wake. And the story's, pretty, it's a pretty interesting, cool, little story with, a couple twists and everything like that. But the whole game, its pacing, what you're doing, it just gets... It's not even repetitive. I mean, it's short enough to the point that it's fun, but it's what they make you do that pisses me off. You have to play through this game 3 times. I'm not joking. 3 times they make you beat it. You have to get to the end of the stage. There are 3 areas, right? So your first time you get to the end of the stage, you're like, wow, okay, this is pretty cool ending, right? And it's like, no, I'm gonna send you back, right? So you're back where you started from the beginning of the freaking level, right? And then you have to do all this stuff over. Okay, well, they save you some time by saying, okay, well, all this stuff is already put in place, but you have to do the same thing. You have to go talk to the girl. You have to go, investigate this area. You're basically starting from the beginning and going over it twice, right? You go through there again. The second time, right? You're like, you gotta be kidding me. They're making me play this through the second time. It's like if you take Uncharted 2, right? And you, the beginning of Uncharted 2 with the train, and he's holding on, and you have to play through all that stuff to get up to the point where you actually find out why he was on the train. It's like if in Uncharted 2 they made you do that all over again. All those levels, the fighting in Borneo, all that other stuff. It's like, oh, well, that's not really a good example since he was kind of like thinking about that, but I mean, seriously, it's like point A, point B, point C. You get to point C, point A, point B, point C. You do it again. So the second time you get there, you're like, okay, finally, this should be it, right? No. You get to the end of the second level, and they force you back to play it another time. So that's 3 times you have to play through this game. 3 times Alan Wake's journey through the night will continue. Hopefully with better levels and pacing, and not replaying levels. But 3 times! I swear, 3... There's something at the end of the credits, hold on. What? Is that it? I guess that's it. Oh my god. Whatever. I don't care anymore. 3 times you have to go back and do it again. Again. So the first hour and a half, you're actually doing something different. The first hour and a half, you are basically playing through it the first time, and then the rest that takes up to about 3 or 4 hours. What is that, like 2 hours? I think 2.5 hours. The rest for the 2.5 hours, you're going back and doing the same levels again and doing the same stuff. It's so stupid. And they throw enemies here and there to stop you, and it's like you try to run past them, and all of a sudden you have 50 enemies coming because they followed you all the way from the top of the mountain, and they keep spawning, and there's other people spawning over there while you're down by the mountain. I just don't know. Don't buy this game at all. Go watch a playthrough on YouTube or a walkthrough. Don't buy this game at all. $15 and you have to play through it 3 times. 3 times. It's got a decent story. The gameplay is, well, it's Alan Wake gameplay, but they mixed it up with powerful weapons. But now it's like, oh, collect more manuscript pages so you can unlock like a weapon box that gives you like a more powerful weapon, right? But it's and I did it the first time. The first time I started, exploring. I started finding different manuscript pages so I could find out what's going on with the story, a little bit of backstory, and I can also unlock weapons, and that's nice to read those. But by the third time, when I got to the third time, I just didn't care. I just didn't care. This game should have been called Alan Wake's Deja Vu Nightmare. That's essentially what it is. Alan Wake's Deja Vu Nightmare. Don't buy this game. Don't even think about buying it. This is the most horrible game to start off the year of 2012. Sorry, 2012 with. How can you fuck it up like that though? 3 times. I'm just playing through the game 3 times. Watching the same events happen over and over and over again 3 times. Trying to change something 3 times. I thought I was watching a TV show, since this is essentially a story in a TV show that was on TV, right? And then it turns out to be like 4 hours. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry, but just don't buy this game. You have to play through it 3 times in order to beat it. Watching the same events. Watching, I mean, the third time they actually put some music in the battles, so it's like, hey, you got nice music to go with, and it's licensed music. But that's, whatever. Music isn't going to make the game better. They throw some different enemy types at you, which just cause you to delay. They just delay your time in actually beating the level, which is annoying. It looks good. It looks good on trailers. It actually looks good on trailers. They don't mention you have to play through the game 3 times in Alan Wake's Deja Vu Nightmare. Experience it again. Please don't buy this game. Go save your money. Go buy I Am Alive's coming out in a couple weeks, I think. Go buy that. Go buy I Am Alive. I think it's actually coming out Tuesday. I'm not sure about that, but if you just don't get this game, all right? Don't get this game. If you haven't actually played Alan Wake, the original game, it is a good game. I do recommend that you actually go play it, because that is something you do want to check out. And the DLCs are pretty cool. Make sure you get the DLCs because they continue the story. But this isn't anything you really need. This doesn't help your story of Alan Wake. All it does is it is a spin-off story between Alan Wake and his doppelganger, Mr. Scratch. Alright. The ending's pretty quick, wraps it up, and it's not really that satisfying, to be honest, because you'll be like, oh, finally it's over, right? You'll be glad it's over, and it'll be nice to watch, the live-action footage that the game has, but you're going to be so frustrated by the end, it's just not going to even help. I just don't know. I don't know how they could fuck it up this bad, though. 3 times. Stay away from this game if you don't want to play it 3 times, alright? That's it. It's starting to sound like a broken record now, but hey, guess what? This game is a broken record. 3 times. I'll mention 3 times, 3 times, again, because I had to play through this game 3 times, doing the same thing 3 times. 3 times. Goodbye. 3 times. Goodbye, goodbye.